Good evening, and welcome to Footnotes Folly. I am Professor Reginald St. John Pemberton, and after a good deal of blood and tyranny of late, tonight we lighten the mood considerably with the most enchanting comedy Shakespeare ever wrote, A Midsummer Night's Dream. We give you the whole of it, complete and unabridged, in clear modern English, though the lovely lines keep their music the plain rendering and the asides are my own. This is part 1. It begins in the daylight world of Athens, where a heavy father would force his daughter Hermia to marry a man she does not love, on pain of death or a nunnery, so she and her true love Lysander resolved to run away through the wood by night. Two more lovers blunder after them. A troop of well-meaning workmen go into the same wood to rehearse a play, and waiting there, in the moonlight, is a whole kingdom of quarrelling fairies with a flower whose juice makes you dote on the first creature you see. You may imagine that nothing will go quite as planned. Let us begin.
Theseus, Hippolyta, Philostrate, and attendants enter a room in the palace of Theseus. Now, fair Hippolyta, our wedding hour is coming on quickly. 4 happy days will bring in another moon, but oh, to me this old moon fades so slowly. She delays my desires like a stepmother or a widow who keeps a young man's inheritance wasting away. 4 days will soon sink themselves into night. 4 nights will dream the time away, and then the moon, like a silver bow newly bent in heaven, will look down upon the night of our solemn ceremonies. Go, Philostrate. Stir up the young people of Athens to celebration. Wake the lively, nimble spirit of joy. Send sadness away to funerals. That pale companion has no place in our festivities. Philostrate exits. Hippolyta, I courted you with my sword and won your love by doing you harm, but I will marry you in a different spirit, with ceremony, with triumph, and with revelry. Aegeus, Hermia, Lysander, and Demetrius enter. May Theseus, our renowned duke, be happy. Thank you, good Aegeus. What news do you bring? I come full of distress, with a complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Step forward, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man has my consent to marry her. Step forward, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man has bewitched my child's heart. You, Lysander, you have given her poems and exchanged love tokens with my child. You have sung at her window by moonlight, with a false voice, verses of false love, and stolen hold of her imagination with bracelets made of your hair, rings, trinkets, pretty devices, toys, trifles, flowers, and sweetmeats, messengers that strongly influence tender youth. By cunning you have stolen my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is owed to me, into stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, if she will not hear before your grace consent to marry Demetrius, I claim the ancient privilege of Athens. Since she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to this gentleman or to death, according to our law, which is provided at once for such a case. What do you say, Hermia? Think carefully, fair maid. To you your father should be like a god, the one who shaped your beauty, the one to whom you are only a figure stamped in wax, within his power either to preserve the image or spoil it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman. So is Lysander. In himself, he is. But in this matter, lacking your father's approval, the other must be considered worthier. I wish my father would see with my eyes. Rather, your eyes must look with his judgment. I beg your grace to pardon me. I do not know what power makes me so bold, nor how it may affect my modesty to plead my thoughts in such a presence, but I ask your grace to let me know the worst that can happen to me if I refuse to marry Demetrius. Either you must be put to death, or renounce forever the company of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, consider your youth, examine your blood well, and ask whether, if you refuse your father's choice, you can endure the clothing of a nun, shut forever in a shadowed cloister, living all your life as a barren sister, chanting faint hymns to the cold and fruitless moon. 3 times blessed are those who so master their passions that they can undertake such a maiden pilgrimage. But the rose whose sweetness is distilled is happier on earth than the one that withers on the virgin thorn, growing, living, and dying in single blessedness. So I will grow, so live, so die, my lord, before I surrender my virgin freedom to his lordship, whose unwanted yoke my soul refuses to accept as master. Take time to think. By the next new moon, the day that seals the everlasting bond of fellowship between my love and me, on that day prepare either to die for disobeying your father's will, or to marry Demetrius as he wishes, or to vow upon Diana's altar a life forever austere and single. Give in, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield your broken claim to my certain right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. You marry him. Scornful Lysander, true, he is my love, and what is mine, my love shall give to him. She is mine, and all my right in her I assign to Demetrius. My lord, I am as well born as he is, as well provided for. My love is greater than his. My fortune in every way stands as fairly, if not better, than Demetrius's. And more than all these boasts, I am beloved by beautiful Hermia. Why should I not pursue my right? Demetrius, I will say it to his face, made love to Nidar's daughter, Helena, and won her heart, and she, sweet lady, adores him, devoutly adores him, adores with worship this blemished and unfaithful man. I must confess I have heard as much, and meant to speak with Demetrius about it, but being too full of my own affairs, it slipped my mind. Let Demetrius come, and come Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private instruction for you both. As for you, fair Hermia, prepare yourself to shape your desires to your father's will, or else the law of Athens, which we cannot soften, gives you up to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. How are you, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, come along. I must employ you in some business for our wedding and speak with you about something that closely concerns yourselves. With duty and desire, we follow you. All exit except Lysander and Hermia. What is it, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? Why do the roses there fade so fast? Perhaps because they lack rain, which I could easily give them from the storm in my eyes. Ah me! From everything I have ever read, or ever heard in tales or histories, the course of true love never did run smooth. Either the lovers were unequal in rank. Oh, cruel obstacle! Too high to be bound to someone low. Or else badly matched in age. Oh, spite! Too old to be joined to someone young. Or else the choice depended on friends. Oh, misery! To choose love by another person's eyes. Or, even if both chose alike, war, death, or sickness laid siege to love, making it as brief as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as lightning in the black night, which in one sudden flash reveals both heaven and earth, and before a man has time to say, "Look," the jaws of darkness swallow it up. So quickly bright things come to confusion. If true lovers have always been crossed, then it stands like a decree of destiny. Let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary burden, as much a part of love as thoughts, dreams, sighs, wishes, and tears, the poor followers of desire. That is wise comfort. Therefore, listen to me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a rich dowager, and she has no child. Her house is 7 leagues from Athens, and she regards me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, I may marry you, and to that place the harsh Athenian law cannot pursue us. If you love me, then steal out of your father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league outside the town, where I once met you with Helena, to observe the rites of a May morning, I will wait for you. My good Lysander, I swear to you by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with a golden head, by the innocence of Venus's doves, by the power that binds souls and makes love prosper, and by the fire that burned the Carthage queen when she saw the false Trojan sail away, by all the vows men have ever broken, more numerous than any women ever spoke, in that very place you have named, tomorrow I will truly meet you. Keep your promise, love. Look, here comes Helena. Helena enters. God speed you, fair Helena. Where are you going? Do you call me fair? Take back that word. Demetrius loves your fairness. Oh, happy fairness! Your eyes are guiding stars, and your tongue's sweet music is more tuneful than a lark to a shepherd's ear when the wheat is green and the hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is contagious. Oh, if beauty were the same, I would catch yours, fair Hermia, before I go. My ear would catch your voice, my eye, my tongue, your tongue's sweet melody. If the world were mine, except for Demetrius, I would give all the rest to be changed into you. Oh, teach me how you look, and by what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart. I frown at him, yet he still loves me. Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill. I curse him, yet he gives me love. Oh, that my prayers could move such affection. The more I hate him, the more he follows me. The more I love him, the more he hates me. His foolishness, Helena, is no fault of mine. No fault but your beauty. I wish that fault were mine. Take comfort, he shall see my face no more. Lysander and I will flee this place. Before I saw Lysander, Athens seemed like paradise to me. Oh then, what graces must live in my love, that he has turned heaven into hell. Helena, we will reveal our plans to you. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe sees her silver face in the watery mirror, decorating the blades of grass with liquid pearl, a time that always hides lovers' escapes, we have planned to steal out through Athens' gates. And in the wood where you and I often used to lie on pale primrose beds, pouring out the sweet secrets of our hearts, there my Lysander and I shall meet. From there we will turn our eyes away from Athens and seek new friends and stranger company. Farewell, sweet playmate. Pray for us, and may good luck grant you your Demetrius. Keep your word, Lysander. We must starve our eyes of lovers' food until deep midnight tomorrow. I will, my Hermia. Hermia exits. Helena, farewell. May Demetrius dote on you as you dote on him. Lysander exits. How happy some people can be compared with others. Throughout Athens I am thought as fair as she is. But what of that? Demetrius does not think so. He will not know what everyone but he knows. And just as he is mistaken, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I am mistaken, admiring his qualities. Love can transform things base and worthless into shape and dignity. Love does not look with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore winged Cupid is painted blind. Nor does love's mind have any taste of judgment. Wings and no eyes show reckless haste. That is why love is called a child, because in choosing he is so often deceived. As mischievous boys break oaths in their games, so the boy love is false everywhere. Before Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he rained down oaths that he was only mine. But when that hail felt some heat from Hermia, it melted, and all his showers of oaths dissolved. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then tomorrow night he will pursue her into the wood, and if I earn thanks for this information, it will cost me dearly. Yet in this I mean to enrich my pain, by seeing him there and seeing him come back again. Helena exits. Quince, Snug, Bottom, Flute, Snout, and Starveling enter. Is our whole company here? You had better call them all man by man according to the script. Here is the scroll with every man's name who is thought fit, in all Athens, to act in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on the night of his wedding day. First, good Peter Quince, say what the play is about, then read the actors' names, and so come to the point. Indeed, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe. A very fine piece of work, I assure you, and a merry one. Now, good Peter Quince, call out your actors from the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves out. Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver. Ready. Say what part I am assigned to and go on. You, Nick Bottom, are written down for Pyramus. What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant? A lover who kills himself most nobly for love. That will call for some tears if it is truly performed. If I do it, let the audience guard their eyes. I will stir up storms. I will grieve in proper measure. But for the rest, my chief talent is for a tyrant. I could play Hercules rarely well, or any part that tears the passion to pieces and makes everyone split their sides. The raging rocks and shuddering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' chariot shall shine from far away, and make and unmake the foolish fates. That was lofty. Now name the rest of the players. That is Hercules' style, a tyrant's style. A lover is more sorrowful. Francis Flute, the bellows, mender. Here, Peter Quince. Flute, you must take the part of Thisbe. What is Thisbe? A wandering knight? She is the lady Pyramus must love. No, truly, do not make me play a woman. I have a beard coming in. That makes no difference. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as high and soft as you like. If I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous tiny voice. Thisne, Thisne. Ah, Pyramus, my dear lover. Your dear Thisbe. Your dear lady. No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute must play Thisbe. Well, go on. Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince. Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You will play Pyramus' father. I myself will play Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner, you have the lion's part. And I hope this gives us a complete play. Have you written the lion's part? Please, if you have, give it to me, for I am slow at learning. You may do it without a script, for it is nothing but roaring. Let me play the lion too. I will roar so that it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar so that I will make the Duke say, "Let him roar again, let him roar again." If you did it too terribly, you would frighten the Duchess and the ladies so much that they would scream, and that would be enough to get us all hanged. That would hang every mother's son of us. I admit, friends, if you frightened the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more judgment than to hang us. But I will soften my voice so that I will roar as gently as any nursing dove. I will roar like any nightingale. You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a handsome man such as one might see on a summer day, a most lovely, gentlemanly man. Therefore, you must certainly play Pyramus. Well, I will undertake it. What beard would be best for me to play it in? Why, whichever you like. I will perform it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange, brown beard, your deep, purple beard, or your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow. Some French crowns have no hair at all, and then you would play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I must ask you, and urge you to learn them by tomorrow night. Meet me in the palace wood, a mile outside the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse. If we meet in the city, people will follow us, and our plans will be discovered. Meanwhile, I will make a list of props that our play needs. I pray you, do not fail me. We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Know your parts perfectly. Farewell. We meet at the Duke's Oak. Enough. Hold fast, or cut bowstrings. They exit. In a wood near Athens, a fairy enters from one side and Puck from another. Well now, spirit, where are you wandering? Over hill, over valley, through bush and through briar, over park and fence, through flood and fire. I wander everywhere, swifter than the moon in her orbit. I serve the fairy queen, sprinkling dew on her circles in the grass. The tall cowslips are her attendants. The spots you see on their golden coats are rubies, fairy gifts, and in those freckles their sweetness lives. I must go gather dewdrops here and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, you clumsy spirit, I must be gone. Our queen and all her elves will soon be here. The king is holding his revels here tonight. Take care the queen does not come within his sight, for Oberon is fiercely angry because she keeps as her attendant a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. Jealous Oberon wants the child to be a knight in his train, to roam the wild forests with him, but she stubbornly keeps the beloved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. Now they never meet in grove or green, by clear fountain or under bright starlight, without quarreling, so all their elves creep into acorn cups in fear and hide there. Either I am very much mistaken about your shape and manner, or you are that sly and mischievous spirit called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not the one who frightens the village girls, skims milk, labors at the hand, mill, makes the breathless housewife churn for nothing, sometimes keeps the ale from foaming, misleads night travelers, and laughs at their trouble? Those who call you Hobgoblin and Sweet Puck, if they do your work, have good luck. Are you not he? You speak rightly. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest for Oberon and make him smile when I trick a fat bean, fed horse neighing like a young filly. Sometimes I hide in an old woman's bowl in the shape of a roasted crab-apple. When she drinks, I bob against her lips and spill the ale down her withered throat. The wisest aunt, telling the gravest tale, sometimes mistakes me for a three-legged stool. Then I slip away from under her, down she tumbles, cries out, and falls into a coughing fit. Then the whole company holds its sides and laughs, grows louder with mirth, sneezes, and swears that no happier hour was ever wasted there. But make room, fairy. Here comes Oberon. And here comes my mistress. I wish he were gone. Oberon enters from one side with his train, and Titania enters from another with hers. A bad meeting by moonlight, proud Titania. What jealous Oberon! Fairies, away from here. I have sworn off his bed in his company. Stay, rash wanton. Am I not your lord? Then I must be your lady. But I know when you have slipped away from fairyland, and in the shape of Quarrel, sat all day playing on cornpipes and singing love verses to amorous Phillida. Why are you here, come from the farthest steep of India, except that, of course, the bouncing Amazon, your booted mistress and warrior love, is to be married to Theseus, and you have come to bless their bed with joy and prosperity? How can you shame yourself like this, Titania, by hinting at my honor with Hippolyta, when you know that I know your love for Theseus? Did you not lead him through the glimmering night away from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and make him break faith with fair eagles, with Ariadne, and with Antiopa? These are inventions of jealousy. Never, since the middle of summer's spring, have we met on hill and valley, forest, meadow, by paved fountain, rushy brook, or on the sandy edge of the sea to dance our rings to the whistling wind, without your quarrels disturbing our sport. Therefore the winds, calling to us in vain, have taken revenge by sucking up infectious fogs from the sea, and when those fogs fall on the land, every petty river swells so high that it overflows its banks. The ox has strained in the yoke for nothing, the ploughman has lost his labor, the green corn has rotted before its young years ripened. The sheepfold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows grow fat on diseased flocks. The 9 men's morris boards are filled with mud, and the winding paths in the green, for lack of footsteps, cannot be recognized. Mortal people miss their proper winter here. No night is blessed now with hymn or carol. Therefore the moon, ruler of the tides, pale in anger, washes all the air so that rheumatic sicknesses abound. Through this disorder we see the seasons change. Frosts with white heads fall into the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Heme's thin and icy crown, as if in mockery, is set a fragrant wreath of sweet summer buds. Spring, summer, fertile autumn, and angry winter change their usual clothing, and the bewildered world, with all their increase, no longer knows which is which. This whole brood of evils comes from our quarrel, from our dissension. We are their parents and their source. Then you must mend it. It lies in your power. Why should Titania oppose her Oberon? I only ask for a little changeling boy to be my attendant. Set your heart at rest. All fairyland could not buy that child from me. His mother was one of my devoted followers, and often, by night in the spiced Indian air, she would gossip by my side and sit with me on Neptune's yellow sands, watching the merchant ships upon the water. We would laugh to see the sails fill and swell big, bellied with the playful wind. She, with her pretty, swaying walk, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate them and sail over the land, fetching me trifles, then returning as if from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she was mortal, and died giving birth to that boy. For her sake I raise her son, and for her sake I will not part with him. How long do you intend to stay within this wood? Perhaps until after Theseus' wedding day. He will patiently dance in our circle and watch our moonlight revels. Come with us. If not, avoid me, and I will stay away from your haunts. Give me that boy, and I will go with you. Not for your fairy kingdom. Fairies away. We shall quarrel outright if I stay any longer. Titania exits with her train. Well, go your way. You shall not leave this grove until I torment you for this injury. My gentle Puck, come here. You remember once, when I sat on a headland and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back singing with such sweet and harmonious breath that the rough sea grew calm at her song, and certain stars shot wildly from their spheres to hear the sea, maid's music. I remember. At that same time I saw, though you could not, Cupid armed and flying between the cold moon and the earth. He took careful aim at a fair vestal enthroned in the west, and loosed his arrow sharply from his bow as though it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I saw young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial devotee passed on in maiden meditation, free from love. Yet I noticed where Cupid's bolt fell. It struck a little western flower, once mill, quite, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed you once. If its juice is laid on sleeping eyelids, it will make any man or woman madly adore the next living creature seen on waking. Fetch me this herb and be back here before the Leviathan can swim a league. I will put a belt around the earth in 40 minutes. Puck exits. Once I have this juice, I will watch Titania when she is asleep and drop its liquid into her eyes. The next thing she looks upon when she wakes, whether lion, bear, wolf, bull, meddling monkey, or busy ape, she will pursue with the soul of love. And before I take this charm from her sight, as I can do with another herb, I will make her surrender her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conversation. Demetrius enters, with Helena following him. I do not love you, so do not follow me. Where are Lysander and fair Hermia? One I will kill, the other kills me. You told me they had slipped into this wood, and here I am mad within this wood because I cannot find Hermia. Go away. Leave me and follow me no more. You draw me, you hard-hearted magnet, but you do not draw iron, for my heart is as true as steel. Give up your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you. Do I entice you? Do I speak kindly to you? Or do I not rather tell you, in the plainest truth, that I do not and cannot love you? And even for that I love you all the more. I am your spaniel, Demetrius. The more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Use me only as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only allow me, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What lower place can I beg for in your love? And yet to me it would be a place of high honor, than to be treated as you treat your dog. Do not tempt my hatred too far. I feel sick when I look at you. And I feel sick when I do not look at you. You endanger your modesty too much by leaving the city and placing yourself in the hands of one who does not love you, trusting the chance of night, and the bad counsel of a deserted place with the rich worth of your virginity. Your virtue is my protection. Since I see your face, it is not night to me, therefore I think I am not in the dark. Nor does this wood lack a world of company, for to me, you are all the world. How then, can it be said that I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me? I will run from you and hide in the thickets, and leave you to the mercy of wild beasts. The wildest beast has no heart as cruel as yours. Run when you will, the old story shall be reversed. Apollo flies, and Daphne gives chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The gentle deer hurries to catch the tiger. Useless speed when cowardice pursues and courage runs away. I will not stay for your questions. Let me go. If you follow me, do not doubt that I will do you harm in the wood. Yes, in the temple, in the town, and in the field, you do me harm. Shame on you, Demetrius. Your wrongs bring scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, we were not made to woo. Demetrius exits. I will follow you and turn hell into heaven, if I may die by the hand I love so well. Helena exits. Farewell, nymph. Before he leaves this grove, you shall flee from him, and he shall seek your love. Puck enters. Have you the flower there? Welcome, wanderer. Yes, here it is. Please give it to me. I know a bank where wild thyme blooms, where oxlips and nodding violets grow, all covered over with rich woodbine, sweet musk roses, and eglantine. There Titania sleeps for part of the night, lulled among those flowers by dances and delight. There the snake sheds her enamelled skin, a garment wide enough to wrap a fairy in. With the juice of this flower I will streak Titania's eyes and fill her mind with hateful fancies. Take some of it yourself and search through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a scornful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it so that the next thing he sees may be the lady. You will know the man by the Athenian clothes he wears. Do this carefully, so that he becomes more devoted to her than she is to her love. And make sure you meet me before the first rooster crows. Do not fear, my lord. Your servant shall do it. They exit. Titania enters with her attendants. Come now, dance in a ring and sing a fairy song. Then, for a third part of a minute, go about your work. Some of you kill the worms in the musk rosebuds, some fight the bats and take their leathery wings to make coats for my little elves, and some keep away the noisy owl who hoots each night and stares in wonder at our delicate spirits. Sing me to sleep now, then go to your duties, and let me rest. Fairies sing. You spotted snakes with forked tongues, thorny hedgehogs, do not be seen. Newts and blindworms, do no harm, do not come near our fairy queen. Philomel, with your melody, sing in our sweet lullaby, lullaby, lullaby. May no harm, no spell, no charm come near our lovely lady. So good night with a lullaby. Weaving spiders, do not come here. Away, you long-legged spinners, away. Black beetles, do not come near. Let neither worm nor snail do any harm. Philomel, with your melody, sing in our sweet lullaby. Away now. All is well. One of us stand apart as sentinel. Fairies leave. Titania sleeps. Oberon enters and squeezes the flower on Titania's eyelids. Whatever you see when you wake, take it for your true love. Love it languish for its sake. Whether it is a leopard, a cat, a bear, a panther, or a bristly boar, whatever appears before your eyes when you wake shall be your beloved. Wake when some vile thing is near. Oberon exits. Lysander and Hermia enter. My fair love, you are faint from wandering through the wood, and to tell the truth, I have lost our way. Let us rest, Hermia, if you think it best, and wait here for the comfort of daylight. Let it be so, Lysander. Find yourself a place to sleep, and I will rest my head on this bank. One patch of grass can serve as a pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, 2 bodies, and 1 faithful vow. No, good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, lie farther away. Do not lie so near. Oh, sweet one, understand my innocent meaning. Love understands love's own speech. I mean that my heart is joined to yours, so that we can make one heart between us, two bodies bound together by an oath, and therefore two bodies with a single faith. So do not deny me room beside you, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie. Lysander makes riddles very prettily. May my manners and pride be cursed if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie farther off with proper modesty. Keep such a distance as rightly suits a virtuous bachelor and a maid. Be that far away, and good night, sweet friend. May your love never change until your sweet life ends. Amen, amen, I say to that fair prayer, and may my life end when my loyalty ends. Here is my bed. May sleep give you all its rest. May half that wish press down the wisher's eyes. They sleep. Puck enters. I have gone through the forest, but I have found no Athenian on whose eyes I could test this flower's power to stir up love. Night and silence. Who is here? He wears Athenian clothes. This is the man my master spoke of, who despised the Athenian maid, and here the maiden sleeps soundly on the damp and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she did not dare lie near this loveless fellow, this enemy of courtesy. Churl, upon your eyes I pour all the power this charm possesses. When you wake, let love forbid sleep to sit upon your eyelids. So wake when I am gone, for now I must go to Oberon. Puck exits. Demetrius and Helena enter running. Stay, even if you kill me, sweet Demetrius. I command you, go away, and do not haunt me like this. Oh, will you leave me here in the dark? Do not do that. Stay at your own risk. I will go on alone. Demetrius exits. Oh, I am out of breath from this foolish chase. The more I beg, the less favor I receive. Happy is Hermia, wherever she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How did her eyes grow so bright? Not from salt tears. If that were so, mine are washed more often than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for every beast that meets me runs away in fear. So it is no wonder that Demetrius flees from me as if I were a monster. What wicked, lying mirror made me compare myself with Hermia's starry eyes? But who is here? Lysander on the ground. Dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake. I would run through fire for your sweet sake. Transparent Helena. Nature has become art, making me see your heart through your breast. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fitting that vile name would be, dying on my sword. Do not say so, Lysander, do not say so. What if he loves your Hermia? Lord, what of it? Hermia still loves you. Be content with that. Content with Hermia? No. I repent the tedious minutes I spent with her. It is not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not exchange a raven for a dove? A man's will is guided by his reason, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Growing things are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, was not ripe in reason until now. Now that I have reached the point of human judgment, reason becomes the commander of my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I read love's stories written in love's richest book. Why was I born to suffer this sharp mockery? When did I ever deserve such scorn from you? Is it not enough, young man, that I never did, and never can, deserve one kind look from Demetrius's eye? Must you also mock my unworthiness? Truly, you wrong me, honestly, you do by wooing me in such a contemptuous way. Farewell. I must confess against my will, that I thought you had more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady rejected by one man should therefore be abused by another. Helena exits. She does not see Hermia. Hermia, sleep there, and may you never come near Lysander again. Just as too much of the sweetest food brings the deepest disgust to the stomach, or as the false beliefs men abandon are hated most by those they once deceived, so you, my excess and my false belief, be hated by all, but most of all by me. And all my powers, turn your love and strength to honor Helen and be her knight. Lysander exits. Hermia starts awake. Help me, Lysander, help me. Do your best to pull this crawling serpent from my breast. Ah, pity me. What a dream I had. Lysander, see how I tremble with fear. I thought a serpent was eating away my heart while you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysander. What, have you moved away? Lysander, my lord. What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alas, where are you? Speak if you can hear me. Speak, for the sake of all love. I am almost fainting with fear. No? Then I clearly see you are not near. I will find either death or you at once. Hermia exits.
And there we will pause. The trappers baited the fairy king Oberon to punish his queen, and to help the slighted Helena has sent the sprite Puck to anoint sleeping eyes with the love juice, and Puck, bless him, has already begun to get it gloriously wrong. Next time, in part 2, the wood by night descends into the most delightful chaos in all of comedy: a weaver with a donkey's head, a fairy queen in love with him, and 4 young people who cannot remember whom they adore. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.